Assalamu alaikum. I am Dr. Muhammad Nahid Salman, Assistant Professor of Department of Physiology of Ad-Din Akis Medical College, Khulna. I welcome you all on my video class. Today I will discuss about the certain important topics of renal systems. Now, I will let you know about the substance which are tubular reabsorbed. There are several substances like as sodium, potassium, bicarbonate ion, chloride, glucose, amino acid, some vitamins, minerals and waters are reabsorbed in this tubular portion of the nephrons. And then we'll go through the next step, that is which percentage of the substance are reabsorbed in various parts of the tubular lumen. First of all, there are the 65% of the total tubular load or total glomerular filtrate will be reabsorbed from the proximal convoluted tubule. Now we have to know which are the substances are 65% reabsorbed in the proximal convoluted tubule, and certainly there are some substances which are completely reabsorbed from the proximal convoluted tubule. First of all, which are the substances? Those are 65% reabsorbed in the proximal convoluted tubule, and we already have discussed about this substance, and these are sodium, chloride, potassium, bicarbonate and water. And now total reabsorption of some substance. Examiner will ask you what are the substance completely reabsorbed in the proximal convoluted tubule. Then your answer will be there are 4 substances which are completely reabsorbed in the proximal convoluted tubule. First one is glucose, second one is amino acid, third one is some vitamins. Not all vitamins are completely reabsorbed from the proximal convoluted tubule. You have to remember it very carefully. So we have to mention some vitamins, and the fourth one is acetoacetate. As you know, acetoacetate is one of the 3 ketone bodies. So we have to remember it also very carefully. Not all 3 ketone bodies are completely reabsorbed in the proximal convoluted tubule. Only acetoacetate will be completely reabsorbed from proximal convoluted tubule. So, what are the 4 substances which are completely reabsorbed from the proximal convoluted tubule? First one is glucose, second one is amino acid, third one is some vitamins, and the fourth one is acetoacetate. Not all the ketone bodies, all 3 ketone bodies. So, your teacher or your examiner may ask you another relevant question or another tricky questions, that is what is the clearance value of glucose or what is the clearance value of amino acid. So what will be your answer? Your answer will have to be very specific, that is the plasma clearance value of glucose, amino acid, some vitamins and acetoacetate is 0. That means all these glucose, amino acid, acetoacetate and some vitamins are completely reabsorbed. And another explanation can be like that: plasma does not clear off these 4 substances at all. Now, the examiner may ask you another important question, that is why 65% of the tubular load is reabsorbed in the proximal convoluted tubule. What are the specialties present in the proximal convoluted tubule? So, you have to know the answer of these questions is very important for both written and viva examinations. So, we will point it out the main reasons, the specialties of proximal convoluted tubule. For these specialties, the 65% of the tubular load or glomerular filtrate is reabsorbed from the proximal convoluted tubule. And the first reason or specialties is tubular epithelial cells of the proximal convoluted tubules are highly metabolic cells. Before go to the second point, why these cells are called highly metabolic cells? As because there are there are large amounts of mitochondria are present in these tubular epithelial cells, and as we know, the mitochondria are the powerhouse of cells, and these mitochondria will supply the ATP, and ATP is the source of energy, and that's why these cells are called highly metabolic cells. So our next specialties is that the tubular epithelial cells of proximal convoluted tubule contain large amounts of mitochondria. So first point is the cells of proximal convoluted tubules are highly metabolic, and the second point is these cells of the proximal convoluted tubule contain huge number of mitochondria, and the third point is there is presence of extensive brush border in the luminal surface of the tubular epithelial cells. What is the specialties of the brush borders, or you can ask what is the advantage of the brush border of this luminal surface? This brush border will multiply the absorptive surface area, and these will help the huge reabsorptions, that means 65% of the tubular load. And fourth point is there is extensive labyrinthine system in the basal membrane, and this labyrinthine system will multiply the basal channels, which will help in transportation of solids and waters in the paracellular way. And the fifth point is the tight junctions between two tubular epithelial cells are not so tight. This tight junction is named as zonula occludens. It is named as zonula occludens. It is named as tight junctions, but the nature of their junction is not too tight. So they permeate the transportation of solute through the junctions of two cells. So these are the 5 points why there is 65% of the total tubular load is reabsorbed from the proximal convoluted tubule, and why certain substances are completely reabsorbed from the proximal convoluted tubule. And this is all for today. In our next class, we will discuss about another topic. Till then, stay safe, stay protected. Thank you all.